Marissa's Kitchen. I'm going to give you my very first review from the new Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. It's called Trim Healthy Future. I only have the digital copy, so I don't exactly know the exact page that this is on, but it is the mint chip shake. That might not be the right name, but I made this tonight for my Sunday night dinner. I might have a little something to go with it. And I saw some rave reviews, and I'm going to give you my honest review. I've had a lot of mint chip type shakes in the few years I've been doing THM, and I will say I liked that you didn't have to add any ice to it. It has a ton of veggies, so I really think that it has something, it has that going for it, is that it's veggie packed, but you don't, I did taste the okra in the first sip, but the longer it sat, the less I tasted it. I gave my two sons some to try. My 16-year-old said it's like way too minty, and that was my take on it. I said that too. No, oh, you said that too? Okay, and then my 8-year-old's take, my 8-year-old is a tough critic. He's super picky, and he gave it, he has this thing with food where he said, I give it a 75%. So he gave it a pretty good review for him. But we all thought it was a little too minty. I would probably do less extract, but I wondered if it needed that amount of, it was like a 1/4 teaspoon peppermint extract, pure peppermint extract. And I wondered if it needed that to cover up the veggies. So I'm gonna try less next time. The other thing is my Oster. Guys, I do not feel like you need to buy an expensive blender to be on THM. I have this Oster that I love from Costco. It was like $30 or $40. I replaced it one time when I broke the glass. That's how much I loved it. And this can do most everything as far as pureeing. In fact, I just made a broccoli soup, the Pearl's broccoli soup from Trim Healthy Table. Made it really, really thin. But I forget that you have to add stuff slowly and have it blend. So I did add a tiny bit more liquid than the recipe called for, but overall I was still able to get it an awesome smooth consistency. Anyway, that is my review. I would make this again because I think the amount of veggies is good, but it was a little strong on the peppermint taste, and there's some really other good ones out there that I think are comparable but don't have as much veggies, so, and are more heavy on dairy. So this is good that it's less dairy, especially because you can make it without the whey protein powder and have it dairy free. It was comparable. I liked how creamy it was. And here you can see the consistency of it, but again, I added a tad bit more liquid. I would make it again, but I wouldn't rave about it. That's my honest review. Hey guys, I wanted to add one last thing. I think if you have been doing Trim Healthy Mama a long time and you're used to a lot of just kind of like really healthy recipes, I think you'll probably like this one. If you are kind of coming out of your junk food life and you're new to THM, you might have a harder time with this one. It does remind me of one that I tried when I first started Trim Healthy Mama almost 8 years ago. There was a mint shake that used mostly avocado, and it really reminds me of that. But I think the healthier you get in your Trim Healthy Mama journey, the more that your body really craves those veggies. And so I really think it might also depend on how long you've been doing it. Oh, and one last thing. I know I said earlier on, like early on in the video that that I liked that it wasn't icy. The only reason is because I live in Alaska and I like to drink shakes. I just don't like to feel cold all the time. So it's not overly cold because of the ice. That you're not adding ice to it. You're just using the frozen okra to be what makes it cold. And I kind of like that. So if you wondered why I said I was happy that you didn't add ice to it. I just was impressed that you didn't have to add cups and cups of ice like other shakes. So that's all. All right, see you guys. Bye.